Good morning, Zoe.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
I would love to have you here on the studio live, but we are having you over the phone. So thanks once again. Now, what these times that we live in right now, I was just saying about 60 days ago, we were all going about our business, whatever we were doing, and then
Mm-hmm.
hit with this news of the coronavirus. And here we are, living in a world where we're taught social distancing. We are told that we cannot travel, and we're just meant to, and we have to exercise precaution. What is your feel and take on whatever that is happening in the world right now?
Well, generally, I think, I read that Pakistan is taking really good measures to prevent the spread of infections. I think they're doing a great job. And people are really spreading the message on social media and otherwise, and even telling their staff, what the government has said. So, the social distancing, I think, is a good idea. And in addition to that, I really think it's important to boost your immunity against this infection. So that's something I want to talk about on the show today.
Sure. No. Let's get straight into it. So, how can we begin to build immunity? Because what I feel also is that when we are living in a time where there is fear, where there is a sense of, a sense of fear, a sense of panic, what happens to the immune system then is it gets compromised. Correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. So what happens is that when you have a lot of stress and anxiety in your body, it actually affects your gut health. And there's a lot of research to show that your gut health or your digestive health is very closely linked to your immunity. So there's a very strong connection between your digestive health and your immunity. And if you have a lot of stress that impacts you, you really downregulate and downplay your immune system.
So where do we start then? How do we begin in this feeling of being overwhelmed in the environment, in the situation, the given situation? Where do we begin? Lead us through it.
So I think that it's important to practice stress management and not to become too consumed with the idea that this, is a global pandemic, and, just to try to do your best and take care of your own body to fight against the infection. So less stress is absolutely very important. So doing yoga, being mindful, smoking less will also help. So less smoking. And then to eat a lot of probiotics in your diet and prebiotics in your diet to boost your digestive health as well. So I'll give some examples of pre and probiotic
Yeah.
foods that you can include in your diet. So prebiotic foods are just your really high fiber foods. They feed your good gut bacteria. And probiotic foods are fermented foods. So in our diet, pickles are really good, and yogurt. So eating those a lot in your diet will help to boost your immune system.
Okay. So give us an example of a prebiotic then.
So prebiotic foods are your high fiber foods. So your vegetables and fruits have a lot of fiber. Legumes, so your dals, beans, chickpeas, they are really fiber rich. And then your whole grains. So instead of eating a lot of white flour and white bread, if you switch to brown rice, whole wheat flour, whole grains, things like that, it has a lot more fiber. So the more fiber that you give your body, the better your gut will work, and that will boost your immune system.
So just so things like so you're saying so like your dals and your chickpeas, legumes and so on. So they would be classified as prebiotics, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
high fiber
High
foods,
fiber
yeah,
foods. Okay.
and they are prebiotics.
High fiber foods. Okay. And now probiotic, is it just if you're unable to, I don't know, eat pickle or whatever, just pop a probiotic capsule, or is that okay, or what do we do there?
So the research with probiotic capsules right now is a bit mixed, but dietitians generally recommend that if you are taking a probiotic supplement, to switch around the type of supplements that you take. So maybe buy different strains, a high strain one, and then every other week switching them up. So you're getting different kinds of probiotics in your diet, and probiotics are just good gut bacteria that you introduce into your system.
Okay, so let's take it slow. So first of all, Zoe said that stress. The more you stress, the more your immune system becomes compromised. So the first step there is, yes, there are certain precautions that you should be taking, and we'll go through some of them later on. But in the meanwhile, you need to manage this stress. You need to start, engaging in practices where you're able to regulate your nervous system. Correct, Zoe? Am I on the right track?
Yes, absolutely.
Number two, start introducing things like prebiotics and probiotics into your diet. We're talking about building immunity. So prebiotics would be your high fiber foods, and probiotics would be, so we can, I don't know, for someone like me who doesn't know much about nutrition, we're talking about just, I don't know, buying a chart and having a chart. Is that good enough?
So probiotics are just foods that contain live bacterial cultures. So when you ferment foods, it just naturally has a lot of bacteria in it. So fermented foods, in other countries, kimchi, kombucha, these kind of things have natural probiotics in them. Yeah. And our yogurt is the best source of probiotics for us because that's generally already something that we eat in our diet. So just upping your intake of yogurt every single day. The people who aren't very lactose intolerant, they can tolerate good amounts of yogurt. So having that would boost your gut health and then your immune system as well.
We just have to go to break. Zoe, just stay with us. We'll be back. We'll be talking about exercise also. We'll be talking about building immunity. That's coming up straight after the break. Zoe, the nutritionist, joins us live this morning. We think here at FM 91 that this is a time we need to focus on health. It is something that we've been taking for granted. And I think now more than ever, we need to start focusing on health and good health. So we're speaking to Zoe, the nutritionist. We'll be back straight after this break. Stay with us, Zoe. Good morning. It is Khalid Malik's Morning Jam here on FM 91. Joining us this morning, we have Zoe, the nutritionist, master nutritionist, live this morning over the phones. We're talking about building immunity and what you can do in these times. If you have a question, by the way, you can WhatsApp your question to 0315 111 9191. Zoe, thanks very much for joining us and staying with us.
Yes.
Can you do a quick recap of what you said before the break for those that might have joined in just now?
All right. So to boost your immune health, or your immunity, it's very important to take care of your gut health. So your gut health or digestive health is very, very strongly linked to your immune system. So eating a lot of pre- and probiotic foods will really help to enhance that. In addition to that, I have some more points on nutrition to share to boost your immune system. So the research has found that if you have certain vitamin deficiencies, you're a lot more prone to falling sick and catching infections. So iron deficiencies and vitamin D deficiencies, they can cause you to become sick more easily. And then people who don't have a lot of antioxidant-rich foods in their diet, they also have a weakened immune system. So the research has shown that there are certain key nutrients or certain very important vitamins and minerals that have actually been shown to really enhance the immune system and to enhance like white blood cells and natural T killer cell function.
So can you give us an example of some of these foods?
Yes, so the key nutrients are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and selenium. So these are vitamins and minerals that have a lot of antioxidant power in them. And I'll give you examples of certain foods that have these nutrients. So vitamin A-rich foods include carrots, spinach, broccoli, and mango. Vitamin C-rich foods are citrus fruits and bell peppers. So citrus fruits are our grapefruit, lemons, oranges, the strawberries, things like that. Vitamin E-rich foods are almonds, peanuts, and sunflower seeds. Zinc-rich foods, zinc is actually a very powerful nutrient for our immune system, include shellfish like prawns, dals, chickpeas, mushrooms, and chicken. And lastly, selenium is also a very powerful one. And foods that contain selenium include eggs, cottage cheese, brown rice, beef, and tuna. So eating more of these in your diet will help to boost your immune system. There's a lot of healthy foods in there, but just making sure that you're getting enough vitamin A, C, E, zinc, and selenium will really help.
So vitamin C, E, zinc and selenium to build immunity. Now, if you're lacking that with the type of food that you're taking, is it okay to take supplements? So it's like zinc
Yes.
supplements and so on. You can take. It's okay to take a zinc supplement, correct?
Yeah, it's okay to say take the zinc supplements. From the natural foods, your absorption is just better than from
Got it.
supplements. But if you feel that you're not getting enough of it in your diet, it definitely helps you supplement with quality supplements.
And the same with what is the vitamin C? Because many of us are onto vitamin C supplements, right? Just capsule or tablets. What is the dosage required there to sort of for our immunity system or our immune system to be at par? I mean, what is a recommended dosage for vitamin C? Some people say it's 2,000. Some people say you just have one tablet of 1,000 milligrams. What is your take on that?
1,000. Yeah.
1,000 per day? That's fine.
Yes. Yes.
And if you want a booster, still
That's
1,000.
enough. So
That's enough.
basically, vitamin C, there's a cap to how much you should be taking. If you take, that's how much will be absorbed in your body. And if you take any excess on top of that, that doesn't harm your body, but it doesn't really do much more than it can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1,000. All right. So aside from nutrition and aside from stress management, what else can we do? Gyms have closed for the time being. What do you recommend?
So exercising at home or going for a walk, I actually tried to go to the park the other day, and some of the parks are closed, but I went to my local, creek club that I'm a member of, so I went for a walk there yesterday, and the other day I even went to Seaview and went for a jog there. I'm actually discovering new spots to exercise, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
And then home workouts. So you can go on YouTube and search up any home workout without weights, without equipment, and it's very easy to get a workout. And it's super important for your immune system and even your gut health to get that regular exercise to boost your immunity.
I've got a message here from Adnan, who is a fitness. Well, I know him as a fitness fanatic, and he's suggesting that to sort of taper off and go off meat. What is your feel on this? Should one eliminate meat from the diet for immunity, for better immunity, or taper meat from the diet? What is your opinion?
So, having too much saturated fat in the diet can really dampen the immune system. It's true. So that is a very valid point. I think meat should really be limited. Sometimes in our Pakistani culture and the diet, people are eating a lot of meat that can contain a lot of saturated fat. And saturated fat is, what's it called? It really increases I'm losing my train of thought. It's too early. But yeah, stay away from too much saturated fat in the diet. It has a negative impact on your health.
Got it. Thanks, Zoe. Is there anything you'd like to add? So we've got the mindfulness to sort of calm you down, just anti-stress or pro-relax. And number two, just be aware of what you're eating. So prebiotics, probiotics, make sure you include that in your diet. Now, when you say include prebiotics and probiotics, is it in every meal, or is it because then we'll go, okay, I need it in every meal, But what are you suggesting?
Throughout the day, make sure that, with most meals, maybe you have some pickle or some yogurt. Maybe as a snack, have some yogurt. Prebiotic foods, so high fiber foods, you can include them in every meal. So let's say for breakfast, you can have oatmeal, which is a whole grain. You can have brown toast with your eggs, or you can have a high fiber cereal. So they're all, rich in prebiotics, so fiber. And in each meal, you can have a lot of vegetables in your meal, salad or some cooked vegetables. Those are prebiotics, so you can include them throughout the day. Another point that I do have for boosting your immunity is to reduce your sugar intake.
Yeah.
So
So
sugar,
important.
actually, whenever you eat a lot of sugar at one time, let's say you ate a dessert or you ate a lot of white rice at one time, or a lot of white bread at one time, or flour or pasta, your blood sugar levels really shoot up because there's not a lot of fiber in those high sugar foods. When your blood sugar levels shoot up, your insulin levels will also shoot up. And the research has shown that if your insulin levels are very high, at that point, your immune system is dampened or weakened and it becomes a bit more slow than it normally is.
Right.
So just to regulate your blood sugar levels throughout the day, again, have high fiber foods and avoid a lot of sugar in your diet, and it'll really help you to protect you against infection so your immune system is always working at its best, basically.
Very comprehensive. Thanks, Zoe. Really do appreciate it. Joining us early in the morning. Thank you.
No problem. I'm happy to help.
Don't forget, you can message Zoe, the Nutritionist, on Instagram. If you have any further questions, she's there on Instagram under Zoe, the Nutritionist. Thanks, Zoe. Take good care of yourself, and we'll catch you later.
Yes, take care. Bye.
Zoe, the Nutritionist, joining us live this morning. We're going to go to a break. Be back with more.